Good morning and welcome to Channel 4. Here's a look at this morning's programmes.
I'm Bubble Fairy Barbie, making bubbles everywhere. I sparkle in the sky, a fairy flying by. Let's fill the world with bubbles. Every little bubble holds a wish or two. I'm Bubble Fairy Barbie, making bubble fun with you.
Sunpat, a strangely naughty attraction.
Good photography comes from developing an eye for a picture. I love taking pictures. You can't afford to miss opportunities. The best pictures are simple. They capture the moment. I want my friends to look at my pictures and react. It's essential I use the right camera. So I use this camera, the Kodak Fun camera, which comes loaded with Kodak Gold film. Are you ready for your close-up?
Tonight's commercial for Virgin Cola is sponsored by Virgin Cola.
Calm down, chaps. It's only a cola.
Hello, you can collect these budgie sticker comics and make your own stories with Kellogg's Honey Nut Loose.
I'm Leslie Nielsen. And I'd like to say a few words about the Big Breakfast House.
What's that?
It's a building with a lot of rooms in it, but that's unimportant right now.
Surely you cannot be serious.
I certainly am. And don't call me Shirley.
You know what? When he came on the show,
Right.
and we rehearsed the line about surely you can't be serious.
Yeah.
And I did it at the end, and I did it totally the wrong way round. And he just looked at me and he said, "What?" And it was the most. I was so excited about doing a gag with Leslie Nielsen, and I've been excited for a whole week, and I just went.
Died.
Oh, it was awful. Excuse me, upstairs, very embarrassing. I don't like that sort of chat at all. Thank you very much.
Family
And
show.
on the rest of the show, on the rest of the show,
To come between now and 9, in 20 minutes we judge The Grudge, this is a cracker, about a man and his girlfriend.
Come on, get there, Keith, tell us. Keith,
about
go
a
on.
man,
Keith,
his girlfriend,
Keith.
and his many other birds in his life. In 10 minutes we'll be playing Court with Your Pants Down. In just 1 minute's time we'll just see how greased up on one of the week is after our metal
Do you
stuff.
highlight your hair now?
No, I'm just going grey, I'm getting old.
All right.
Yeah.
I just wondered. Okay, 8:20, here's Peter with the news.
Top stories. A nursing sister has died after being stabbed on a busy ward. Surgeons battled for 2 hours to save the 32-year-old after the incident at Stob Hill Hospital in Glasgow. Patients who witnessed the attack were treated for shock. A man's been arrested. An investigation's begun after an 8-year-old girl was seriously injured by an exploding shell on an army range in Dartmoor. She underwent emergency surgery after being hit by shrapnel. She'd found the shell on the ground. 3 people were killed when their Porsche 944 careered into a tree at Burton-on-Trent in Staffordshire. The driver lost control while overtaking another vehicle. 2 men and a woman died instantly. A disgruntled farmer has been charged with muck spreading, literally. It's alleged 66-year-old David Cannon drove a tractor to his bank in Newcastle upon Tyne and sprayed it with manure. It's thought he's a dissatisfied customer. Now the weather, hot and humid in the south, mainly cloudy elsewhere. Pollen counts moderate across the south. Temperatures 21 centigrade in the north, 26 in the south. 8:21, we're back at 8:40. Here's Gabby.
Peter, don't
Yes,
worry,
Daddy?
I'm not going to tell you that anyone fancies you, even though they all do. Can you just get your weather map up again, please?
And we can try weather, please. Boing.
Look, there's something missing.
Like what?
Look up here. 20, and it hasn't got the
you
Fahrenheit.
would spot it, wouldn't you?
So what is it?
I don't know.
So what's 20? You double it and add 30.
I'm waiting
That
for
means-
somebody in my ear to tell me the answer to this,
Go
and they're
on.
not.
It's you double it and add 30.
69. Spot? No, it's not.
68, everyone's saying.
68
Peter, can
sounds
they put it
better.
up there now? Can they write? Has anybody got a pen? Has anybody got a pen? Can I have a pen, please?
Go on,
for somebody?
Gabby, you go for it.
Yeah, all right, I'll write it in. If
Thank
you can
you.
put it up again, I need to felt.
We got the right answer.
That's not going to work on here.
68.
Oh, right, has somebody got a pen, please? Oh, well, hold that there. Hold that there, and I'll get a nice... Oh, good.
Oh, yeah.
Just keep the weather map there, and I'm sure we'll find a pen. Hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Good to have you here. Thunder Harry and Thunder Danny looking very dapper in that jacket. Just stand up, Danny. Just show that jacket off, because I think it's very smart.
I'm all caught up in my
No,
wires
it's lovely.
here, Gabby.
No, I just wanted to look. Thank you
really,
very much.
thank you.
Okay. Has anybody got me a pen yet? Does anyone... Could I have a pen, please?
I've got a pen.
Have you got a pen on you?
No. Sorry.
Good to have you here, guys.
Good to be here.
Yes, now, we've got you here because we're going to judge Liz, the mum of the family of the week.
Liz.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Do you think that's... Actually, it's not a very heavy metal name, really.
Lizzie.
Do you think Lizzie?
Lizzie's
Yeah,
better.
Lizzie.
So we'll turn it into Lizzie. Well, I'll tell you, she wanted the full makeover.
Yeah.
You know, Rich
Okay.
and Judy, eat your heart out. Metal makeover. We're going to have a look at what she used to look like earlier on this morning. Here's a picture of her now. There she is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Have we got a pen yet, by the way? We have a pen. Has everybody got a pen yet? Oh, we got a pen!
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, right. Have we got... Oh, now they've got... Will I still... Oh, okay. 68. Oh. There we are. Just thought I'd do that. There we are. Now, that's what she used to look like. We're going to have a look right now at what Lizzie,
Lizzie?
the mum of the family of the week, looks like. Come on in.
God, very impressive. In you come. In you come.
Lizzie.
Sit down there, Lizzie.
You've been named by the boys to Lizzie.
Oh, have I? Awful.
You feel awful.
Being called Lizzie, yes. I
Oh,
like
sorry.
Liz.
We'll take it all back then. Liz.
Liz.
What do you think of the outfit?
Great.
You pleased with it?
Yes.
Stand up, let's stand up again.
Give me a twirl, love.
Look. Give it a twirl. You know, look, the family are over there. What do you think?
Yeah.
You like it?
Great.
You like your wife like that?
It's great.
That's Edward.
He's not quite sure the husband. So it's like, ooh.
Bordering on the share, I think.
You think it
On
looks
the
good?
older, yeah.
Do you think she should stay like this then?
Only if it feels comfortable. You
I think
comfortable?
No, not
Oh,
really.
take the hair off. Go
Take
on.
the hair off, come on.
That's better.
That's
You look
better.
wonderful. Thank you very much, guys.
I'll
You had a
take
bit of
mine.
a-
Natural is good.
Thank you very much. Right now, it's 8:24. Oh, Richard, you've got your very own little musical introduction there as well. Richard, where are you? Oh, Richard.
Just finishing up. Listen, hello, Gabby. Yeah, I'm in Northern Ireland. I'm just putting the finishing touches to a little thing I've made. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is, but I'll tell you where I'm. I'm in a furniture warehouse in Northern Ireland, and the reason being is that somebody wrote a letter into the Big Breakfast saying you must, when you come to Northern Ireland, must meet my mate Ali Boyd. He is, without doubt, the funniest man in Northern Ireland. So come here, where he works, near all the lads, from his factory, and he's in the wings, he's standing by, he's a little bit nervous, but he's going to be okay, because he's now going to perform a comedy routine for you. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put up a warm hand for the funniest man in Northern Ireland, Mr. Ali Boyd!
Yeah! They're coming to take me away! Way up in the north in Old Tyrone. Hold on. Clap those hands. Come on, clap those hands. You've heard of Daniel O'Donnell. I'm Daniel O'Donnell. Way up in the north in Old Tyrone, there's a pretty little girl called my own. She's the sweetest thing I ever saw. Well, I don't know what you do to me, but you're the girl that I love best. Pretty little girl from Omagh in the county of Tyrone. Yee-haw! Oh, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jill come down with half a crown and wasn't for carrying water. Oh! There was a wee nun called Vera, who wouldn't want anyone near her. Then a crafty old monk jumped into their bunk, and now she's a mother superior!
Mr. Ali Boyd! Well done, mate. That was excellent.
Right.
I wish I understood a word you said, but it seemed funny. Everyone here thought it was funny. Is that funny? Yeah! Fantastic, mate. Look, he's off already. Well done, mate. That's a fantastic. Live on the Big Breakfast. That was your big debut, okay? What we're going to do now is we're going to go back to Zig and Zag, and they're going to give it marks out of 10. So for the scores on the door, Zig and Zag, boysies.
Unbelievable, that was. Who's the booker? Who is the booker?
Can we award him any points? Can we award him some points? Because look, we have...
Maybe if we saw some of his furniture.
No, Dick, I'm going to give him 5 points for fear.
5 points?
I was on the edge of my seat, mate, I was.
He's a very brave man.
John, what do you think, John?
I think as a kind of addition, I think I'll give him a point. That gives him 6, just for being brave.
For being brave and put on
He
the
was
spot.
brave.
Okay, let's give him 6 then.
6 points!
No, we're not putting this one on the board.
Why?
Why?
Well, listen, it's
Why?
the phone calls that matter. It's the viewing public out there who are calling us. Because look, we have top comic, John Maloney.
Maloney?
Prove that you're a top comic. Tell me a gag.
I went to the supermarket, I bought some HP sauce. I've got to pay 6p a week over 3 months.
Hey! Okay, on to the phones we go. Let's get to line 1, please.
Line 1.
Hello?
Hello, what's your name?
Hello?
Hello, what's your name?
Hi, Sally from Leeds.
Hello, anybody?
Good
Now,
gag.
Sally, tell us your joke now.
What do you call a fish with no eye?
I don't know. What do you call a fish with no eyes?
Oh, nice little see, that's a wordplay gag, you see.
Yeah.
It's like what you call a deer with no eyes. No idea.
Okay. Give me some marks out of 10, please.
Oh, marks out of 10, Sam. What do you reckon?
Do you like that? Do you like it?
yeah,
Give it 4.
4, okay.
Yeah.
No, 4.3.
Yeah,
Okay, keep your calls coming. We'd love to hear from you. 0891 33 9980 is the number to call. Coming up after the break. Come with your pants down.
Do you want the
Go with your pants down. Go with your heart down. Go with your pants down. Go with your pants, go with your pants, go with your pants down.
Hi, we're talking fun. Fun? No. We're talking about juice, baby. Fruit better for you and me. Don't talk about all the good things. Talk about things that are crazy. Just talk about juice. Just talk about juice. Let's talk about juice. Let's talk about juice. Fruit better for you and me. Let's talk about juice. Let's keep it real. Do you want to talk about juice?
I admire Venables. He's changing the shape of English football to a more European style.
Oh, yeah. But if he tried to change the shape of hula hoops to a more European shape, like an hexagonal cuboid...
I say, oi, Venables! No! This is Hoopy!
Hoopy!
It's a cylindrical taste feast! Hula hoops are round, they're staying round, and they'll be around forever!
You've got a date with Destiny.
Guaranteed to bring you luck.
Johnny Destiny.
You can call me Johnny.
He's a nut. He's a wild man. He's completely unpredictable.
Experience his power.
You looking for this?
Witness his magic.
I'm ready for him.
And meet the man who will blow you out of the water.
Surf's up.
Destiny turns on the radio.
It's a town of limitless possibilities.
Competition in the whole wide world as we play. Stand by, Toby. Here we go. It's called Caught with Your Pants Down.
Go with your pants down. Go with your pants down.
15
Go with your pants down. Go with your pants, go with your pants, go with your pants down.
Yes, Caught with Your Pants Down. Got you, Toby. Caught with Your Pants Down. We have our luscious molly girls here. Morning, ladies. Nice to see you. Oh, excellent. I wouldn't mind being in those pants. Right, and we have someone fit, athletic, agile and more to play our game this morning. Would you please welcome the lovely Rusty Lee? Champion! Look, love, you're sweating before you get on. Louis Armstrong, love. And here to see fair play, our one and only umpire, it's Gabby! You win. Oh, where do I go? Down, please, dear. Come
come over here, Gabby. Do you know what you've got to do, Rusty?
I've got to stick my legs
Hey, have
in
you ever
here.
been caught with your pants down?
No.
Never?
Never.
Hey, no embarrassing situations?
Not at all.
Okay.
It will be today, I
Now
tell
look,
you.
you've only got 45 seconds, so
Yeah.
you've really got to shift, haven't
I've
you?
got to move.
Okay, we have the boy with the balls over the way. This is Marco. Marco Polo. We're not playing polo, we are playing tennis. The ball will come over our net. You have to return it. Once you've returned it, you can pull your pants up.
All right.
And you lot at home have got to guess how many Rusty can do in 45 seconds. So let's go to line one. Who's there first of all?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Keith.
Hiya.
Hi.
You're very cheery. Where are you phoning from?
I'm phoning from home, near Brighton.
Oh, very posh part of the world. Do you live in a house or a bungalow?
No, I live in a house. Flat.
Great. All right. How many pairs of pants do you reckon Rusty can get on in 45 seconds?
3.
Ooh.
Oh, I forgot to write it down. What's your name?
What's your name again?
It's Rebecca.
Rebecca. Okay, Rebecca says
Becky
three.
for sure.
All right, good luck to you. It's a smashing trip today. It's a week in Cuba, and then you go on to Jamaica. So look, we've got some Jamaican sand down here. Got pineapples and grapes, the lot. Line two. Who's there? Hello? Who's that?
It's Emma.
Hello, Emma. Where are you phoning from?
Chesney in Hertfordshire.
All right, say. And what colour's your front door?
Sorry?
What colour is your front door?
White.
Who's your next door neighbour?
I don't really know.
You've got to get to know the neighbours. We've got to be warm and friendly on the big breakfast. Okay, how many pairs of pants?
4.
4. Okay, she reckons she can really shift here, Rusty. Line 3, who's there? Hello? Line 3?
Hello, Keith.
Hello, you're a little bit quiet. Who are you?
It's Steve Perez from Cornwall.
Oh, Cornwall, Cornish part of the world.
How are my lover?
Have you had clotted cream this summer?
Yes.
Yes? And is it good, still good down there?
Beautiful.
Okay, Steve, how many do you reckon?
I say 2.
You said 2? 2? There's my man! He reckons you're rubbish. I wouldn't brag about it. Okay, the time is on the clock. You've got to return the ball. Pull your pants up. Okay, here we go. 45 seconds on the clock, and caught with your pants down starts now.
Quiet, please.
Okay. Across the court she goes. It's caught with your pants down. Oh, she hasn't returned. You've got to return the ball. You've got to return the ball. Come on, Marco. Come on, Marco. Throw it over the net. That's it. Okay, she's returned one. It's good stuff. Come on, Rusty. Come on as quickly as you can. Okay, a pair of pants go on the dons. Come on. Yeah. Oh, that hit me. One's coming back. Hey, Steve could be right here. She might only get 2. Yes! It's 2 pairs of pants so far. Come on, Rusty. 10 seconds left on the clock. Yes! Okay, that's 3. Get those pants, pull those pants up. Pull them on! Hey, hang on, she's back. Hold it there. The clock has stopped.
Game, set,
And you said,
and match.
you said, you worked up a sweat there, didn't you? Did you do any keep fit? Not much. All right, okay. We don't count those, but we will take your pants down. So, girls, I'd like to remove the articles, please.
Yeah.
That's 1 pair.
Oh.
Yes, that's 2 pair. And that's 3 pairs, so it's Rebecca. Rebecca, are you a happy lady, Rebecca?
Hi, Keith.
Are you happy?
I'm ecstatic.
Okay, it's a week in Cuba, a week in Jamaica, so...
I don't believe this.
Hey, you're actually going to fly all Jamaica Limited and Cuban Airlines as well, so you're going to be treated, you're going to be pampered, and they're going to love you.
Oh, God, I'm not feeling very well either.
So this is like doctor's medicine here.
Pardon?
This is the get well soon bit.
Thanks, Gabby.
Oh,
and
you have a lovely
congratulations on your
time.
wedding.
Enjoy yourself,
Thank
Rebecca.
you, Jamaica.
Okay, we want to know which star was born to the magic layers, but remember, don't phone. It's just for fun.
You see that there? I see that there. Do you know what it is? I know what it is. It is a lathe, is it not? That's not a lathe. That's a magic thing.
Was stabbed to death on a busy ward. The 32-year-old woman died 2 hours after the incident at Stob Hill Hospital in Glasgow. A man's been arrested. An investigation's begun after an 8-year-old girl was seriously injured by an exploding shell on an army range in Dartmoor. She underwent emergency surgery after being hit by shrapnel. The body of a woman has been found in bushes just 150 yards from her home in Northwich in Cheshire. It's thought she was in her 20s and married with 2 children. Police haven't released any more details. Screen siren Sharon Stone has joined the battle to find a cure for cancer. The Basic Instinct star cheered on thousands of cancer sufferers in the Race for the Cure event in Washington. She had a cancer scare herself 4 years ago. Now the weather, hot and humid in the south, mainly cloudy elsewhere. Pollen counts moderate across southern regions. Temperatures 21 centigrade in the north, 26 in the south. 8:41, we're back at 9. It's back to the house.
Thank you very much, and thank you for putting up the Fahrenheit number for us.
It is my absolute pleasure.
Thank you, I thought it was. Thank you. We'll see you in 20 minutes. Okay, it's now time to judge the grudge, and on our panel today, we have Lily Savage, we have Boy George, and we have Rusty Lee. Now, today's grudge involves Richard and Nikki from Normandy, and Normandy the Wold in Lincolnshire. I apologise, everybody, Normandy the Wold in Lincolnshire, for the wrong pronunciation. Now, Richard is a pigeon fancier, and he's keen to extend the size of his aviary and breed more pigeons. Just you, boy. You careful. Now, however, Nikki, his partner, isn't. Now, what we have to decide is, you're really going to leave this in the hands of Boy George? Uh-oh. Should Richard be allowed to indulge his pigeon passion and extend his aviary, or should Nikki, everyone careful, or should Nikki be allowed to say, enough is enough? Let's take a look.
Hello, my name's Richard from Normanby-le-Wold in Lincolnshire, and I keep fancy pigeons.
Hi, I'm Nikki, Richard's partner, and if he's not careful, I'm going to become an expert at making pigeon pie.
These are my beloved pigeons, and this is where they live. I want to breed more of them, but to do this, I need to build a bigger aviary to accommodate my feathered friends.
Enough's enough. I don't want any more pigeons in my life, and I don't want this eyesore to get any bigger.
I've been keeping pigeons since I was 12 years old. I had a short break in my late teens, but now I'm back to the hobby, and it's just getting better and better.
This all started about 2.5 years ago when Richard made this beautiful dovecot and bought some pigeons to go in it. Little did I know where it was going to lead.
I keep old Dutch capuchins. They're a beautiful bird, as you can see. I mean, look at that. They've got to have a good hood, which is this part of it, a good mane, that's this back bit here, and good eyes.
I feel this is no longer a hobby but an obsession. He never stops talking about them.
And as you can see, beautiful bird.
See what I mean?
I don't know why Nikki's got her feathers all ruffled. We just had some cows move into the field next door to us, and they've got a fascination for the pigeons, so why can't Nikki?
I didn't mind his pigeons at first, but now I feel I'm really down on his pecking order. I think he cares for his pigeons more than he does for me. And as for the kids, well, Richard would rather sweep pigeon poo than change Sam's nappy.
I love sitting in the shed here with my pigeons. I could sit in here for hours. Even their cooing is music to my ears. Keeping pigeons is also good for the kids. It helps to put them back in touch with nature. Daniel and Sam really like them. What do you think to the pigeons, Daniel?
I love them. Another problem with having more pigeons is there'll be more pigeon poo. Just look at the state of those boots. You'll be treading even more muck through the house than you do already.
I'm proud of being a fancy pigeon breeder, and as you can see, it's not just for old men in flat caps. It's a great hobby, and it gets me out into the fresh air.
He doesn't just leave his hobby in the garden. He's forever writing articles for that boring magazine.
I've come a long way since breeding fancy pigeons this time. I've even had articles printed into the Feathered World, and I've proudly become the press officer for the Grimsby Fancy Pigeon Club.
Since he joined the Grimsby Fancy Pigeon Club, we've had to have pigeon pictures all over the world. But recently, I've had something framed of my own.
Nikki doesn't understand. At the moment, I show my birds in competition regionally. My dream is to go national. So I've just got to have a bigger aviary.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not a bad person or anything, but I don't want my garden turning into Trafalgar Square. No more pigeons. We promise to abide by the judge's decision.
Pigeon pie?
You've got a recipe for...
I have got a recipe.
No.
We don't want to hear it.
Stop. All right. Time to judge the grudge. Rusty, what did you think? Come on.
I think he's pushing his luck. Now, he ought to give and take. It's a twosome, isn't it? Both of them in it together?
Yeah.
Well, he shouldn't build any more. The pigeons are lovely where they are. If he wants cows on his shoulder, he should go in the field with the cows.
Okay, well, good.
I think the problem is that he's not giving her enough attention. So if he divides his time between the pigeons and her because she's jealous.
Yeah.
So if he stops being so selfish and gives her a bit more time and is more loving, she may let him extend his pigeon show.
Yeah.
Give and take.
Lily.
Well, I hate pigeons. I don't nasty, filthy flying rats full of disease, but they look quite pretty, so I didn't mind them so much. So I wouldn't, no, it wouldn't upset me, really. It could be worse. You could have ferrets stinking the house out. Or whippets. Not as ugly as a whippet, is there? So, well, I don't know. Yes, what you said, yeah. If he gives her as much fuss as his pigeons.
Well, we're going to actually have to make a vote on it. So we go one way or the other this
Oh,
time.
let him keep his pigeons.
Well, keep the pigeons, but give her more attention.
Yes.
Now.
That's all right.
Flowers, chocolate,
That's the
nights out.
Go and get any bigger.
All right,
the
all right, all right. So let's take the
Jewellery.
vote.
Let's take the vote. Hands up for Richard, please.
Hands up who thinks he should have more pigeons.
Well, not more
One,
pigeons,
two,
but it can
three.
keep
We
them.
want a bigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You can't see them at the
And
back.
oh,
They're
and you
camouflage.
here. What's your name? Simone, you think he should have more?
Any girl that
keep
puts her
them.
hand up.
All
Okay,
right.
hands up for Nikki.
Nicky!
And over there.
And at the back.
Overwhelming
I don't know what to do. I check on the wall there, whatever they call it.
Nikki.
So you got there, it's got a chicken.
Hello.
What's in it?
Hello, I can hear you talking, but...
Oh, it's Richard. Oh, it's Richard. Hi, Richard.
All right, Keith.
You've lost, mate.
I know I have. It's disgusting. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to diversify and come on television and help you present the show then. But I like Boy George's idea.
Listen, Richard.